Hey there. Welcome to the podcast. Today, I wanted to talk about doing hard things and you just really don't feel like it. And today's one of those days for me, and that's actually why I'm talking about this. So I woke up today real early for whatever reason. I didn't get a good night's sleep. I went to the gym. I was like, it was a struggle for me to even get there, but I went. I was just like, I'm just going to walk. I'm going to take it easy. I'm tired, right? And then while I was at the gym, I got a message about a client that wasn't happy with some of the things I had said. And, that's never fun to deal with. And then I came home and I was just like, I just need a nap, So I took a nap and I have just been struggling. And it's not just that. There was things that were coming into my email that I didn't want to deal with. Everything seems to be popping up. Some things that were even good that I was just like, I just don't want to deal with this today. Right. And I thought about all of my clients who deal with this on the days when we just don't feel good or things aren't going our way, and how do we show up? How do we show up? So I decided to record this for you because I want you to know you're not alone, that these days happen to everybody. We are not robots. We are human beings. And this is just the way it is sometimes. And some days, like I thought about after I recorded this, I was like, what would be the best thing that I could do for myself, for my clients? And I have things on my schedule today. I have a client that was a no-show. That's part of it too, right? Like there's so many things that happen. But I want to show up for me. I have big plans. I am in the process of making a course for all of you, hopefully that you will be able to enjoy. And I just really want this to be a way for me to show you that it's possible to show up and be in this place. I don't have to come on here and pretend to be something I'm not. I'm not going to show up and tell you that it's great and I'm amazing and things are wonderful, because that's just not how it is today. It doesn't mean it won't be that way tomorrow or even an hour from now. Who knows what could happen? I could have a burst of energy. It happens. And so I just want you to just realize you can show up to your business when you don't feel like it. You just recognize that part of your brain that says, oh, I just don't want to deal with this right now. So that part of my brain, I call the avoider. It's the part of me that wants to avoid, and not everybody has this, but this is mine. Like, I just don't want to deal with this. And I would like to take a step away and I want to go lay down and I want to read a book or take a nap or, and it's fine. I just have to be aware of that part of my brain. And I'm just like, oh, this is the part that just wants to avoid it. Okay, it's there. And then what do I do? And like I said, it's a balancing act. You have to decide, like, how tired am I really? Like, do I really need to take a nap? Because I could lay there all day and I know it's not going to serve me. But sometimes I need that. Sometimes I'm not feeling well and I'm like, I need to lay here for a longer period of time. There's all kinds of stuff, right? And not everybody has that luxury. I feel very fortunate that I do, because sometimes we have to be at work, right? Like, I have to show up for my client calls. Well, I'm committed to, I say I have to, but just realizing that, like, not everything is going to be rainbows and daisies and unicorns every day. And it's still okay to show up and give yourself a little bit of love. Maybe take it easier. Maybe let people know that, hey, I'm having a rough time. People are super understanding for the most part. They're like, oh, I'm sorry, or I can relate, because we all know, we've all been there. So when you're having these days, you can decide in advance how you want to show up and how you're going to be kind to yourself and how you're going to take care of yourself. And it might be a day-to-day basis sometimes. Sometimes we don't know how that's going to go. But I want to show this. I want to be an example of what it means to take care of ourselves and also show up for our business when we have goals and when we have deadlines that we've set in place for ourselves, when we've committed to something. I don't always do this podcast. If you follow this podcast or my YouTube channel at all, you'll know that it's kind of sporadic. And I've purposely done it this way. Like, it's not, I've chosen that this is just for me to have fun with. So, and to help people along the way, like, feel free to join me. But I want to show you that it's possible that you can have a business and be a human being, and that you can still show up and do the work, and just notice that part of your brain that doesn't want to do it. But then also give notice to the other part of your brain that does, to the dreams that you have, to the goals that you've made, to the commitments you've set, right? Like, if you're going to pay attention to one part, you might as well pay attention to the other part. We like to call that giving yourself, equal opportunities there. So hopefully this helps. If you're having a rough time, I feel you, I see you. Not every day is great, but that doesn't mean that something's gone wrong. This happens whether you're an entrepreneur or whether you have a regular job or whether you're a stay-at-home mom. We've all been there. If you're a stay-at-home mom, some days are harder than others, but we still show up and do what we can for our kids. And sometimes we call in a babysitter and we rest because that's what we have to do. And that's the same thing with entrepreneurship. We have to take care of ourselves. You have to protect the asset, and that is you and your business. And so you think about both of those things, how they go hand in hand. And just be nice. Be nice to you, be nice to your business, be nice to those you serve. And like I said, hopefully this helps, and I'll see you around.